We continue to learn more about the circumstances surrounding high levels of carbon monoxide at Holiday Twin Rinks in Cheektowaga on Wednesday night. Emergency responders found CO levels to be 30 times higher than they should be. And as a result, over 100 people were sent to the hospital. Good evening, everyone. I'm Claudine Ewing. We now know that staff members were made aware about the issues that the detectors days before the incident actually happened. 2 on your side's Nate Benson joins us from our newsroom with the very latest on a situation that has many people talking tonight. Nate?
Yeah, Claudine, we now know there were issues with those CO detectors going off last Saturday as staff were preparing to lock up for the night. That was video from Holiday Twin Rinks last Saturday, December 23rd, as staff prepped to lock up for the night. 4 days later, over 100 people were sent to area hospitals and urgent care centers because carbon monoxide levels in the building had reached 200 to 400 parts per million, 30 times higher than the acceptable amount.
You could tell early on, we just didn't have our legs.
Jay Calabrese is the team manager and assistant coach for the Amherst Red Knights. He noticed his players being a little off during their first game at 2 p.m. last Wednesday.
A number of kids just weren't feeling themselves, mainly lethargic. One of the kids actually just didn't return for our later game at 5:45.
But it was the second game when the impact of those high carbon monoxide levels started to show.
About 5 minutes ago in the second period, and the referee skated over to me on the bench and said, "Hey, listen, we're going to have to call the game. The other team has kids vomiting all over the place."
Jay and his son ultimately went to Lockport Memorial Hospital and spent several hours receiving additional oxygen.
As far as answering questions and being held accountable, I don't see how they can escape the situation.
When 2 on your side obtained the video, we reached out to rink owner Mark Gruntish. He sent us a statement reading in part, "I'm very sorry this situation has occurred. I personally feel terrible for those who have been affected by this, and we have committed to cover all medical expenses incurred." Gruntish added that he was not made aware that the detectors were going off on December 23rd, but that his building supervisor was made aware of that on the morning of December 24th.
If this was brought to their attention last week and nothing was done, and obviously at this point it seems as though that's indeed the case, there's going to be some tough questions that they have to follow at the rink.
Now, a source with direct knowledge tells me tonight the Cheektowaga Police are reviewing this new video from the rink last Saturday, and that could change things in terms of a broader investigation. The rink remains closed until at least January 2nd. On your side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.